Hey out there, slot car land. How's everybody doing this fine weekend? Hope everybody's doing well. Hope your summer's going well. If you're racing, good for you. Never stop racing. That's the key thing. Today we have a bi-weekly featured car. I hope you guys will enjoy it. This is a really cool car. One of my favorite Can-Am cars from Aurora, and a couple other things. So let's take a look and see what this week's car is. This week's bi-weekly featured car is the Aurora AFX UOP Shadow Can-Am car. Really cool. This is one of my older cars, probably one of the older cars in my collection. This came from Don Jump. Really cool car. I love this car. Very neat car. Very influential and very cutting edge Can-Am car at the time. Really cool. You can see pictures of the real thing on the internet of this car from the Can-Am series. I'm not sure the time frame. I'd have to look it up and see if this was towards the end of Can-Am. But I believe this car came out right around the same time that the Mark 8 McLaren was running. So right around that same time frame before the all-knowing Porsche came into the picture. But really cool, really detailed, right down to the wing and the shadow on the wing, and the 101 significant number with the shadow cars. Very cool. Little history. They ran Can-Am, they ran Formula One. I believe they also ran Indy cars. So they were kind of all over the joint. If I remember right, UOP was a petrol company at the time, oil company. So. Very cool car. If you want to get one of these for yourself, there is a lot on eBay right now. As you can see, there's quite a... Whoa! As I break it. As you can see, there's quite a few on eBay right now in varying conditions. You can get a lot of them right now, actually. A lot of just bodies. But there is some with chassis, and they are fairly reasonable until you get into the other variation color on this car. These are kind of spendy, but the UOP Shadow is fairly reasonable. There's a lot of them on eBay right now, all pretty much under 20 bucks. So very cool, very sweet. So if you don't have one and you want to pick one up for yourself, or if you just want to get a body, there's a lot of bodies listed on there right now. So, and a couple of the other styles that came out after this one are also listed on there, all also fairly reasonable in price. So go check that out. Very cool, very sweet, and a lot of them available right now on eBay, so go check that out. So I hope you enjoyed this week's bi-weekly featured car. One of my favorites, one of my favorite Can-Am cars in my collection. There's a couple others that I'd like to get from Aurora to go along with this one. Hopefully I'll eventually pick those up and whatnot. So very cool. Want to tell you, there will not be an episode next week. Me and my wife are going to be out of town. We have a benefit to go to in Seattle next week, so I'm not going to be here. So I'm not going to do anything. So I'm just going to take the weekend off and enjoy the time with my wife and all of that kind of stuff. So we'll be back in 2 weeks. We'll be back on the 3x5 build. We're going to be doing some of the smoothing and making sure the track's all nice and smooth and flowing all the way around. Show you guys how we're going to do some of that and all that kind of stuff. I'm also working on some other episodes, episode ideas for stuff, because I'm kind of running out of things to do once the 3x5's done. So I'm kind of working on a few things there. So be on the lookout for that. Also be on the lookout for an announcement of the 4th annual Slot Car Crazy Labor Day Classic. We're almost a month away. Be on the lookout for that announcement. I'll be telling you guys what we're running. I'm also going to be going over a little bit of the rules with those cars. We're going to be running 4 cars, definite, and then if we have time to run anything else, we'll be running just what everybody else wants to race. So, but I'll be going over what we're going to be running, the 4 main cars, and the rules for those cars and whatnot. If you guys want to come, that's fine. Just let me know, and all that kind of stuff. So Labor Day weekend, track will be open on Saturday, racing on Sunday. That's kind of tentative right now. The practice on Saturday. We might even be out at Stan's that day racing on his Bowman track as well. So be on the lookout for that. Also be on the lookout on the announcement for our fall point series coming up. That race will be, the first race of that will be 2 weeks after the Labor Day race. So I'll be going over all the rules, the cars we're running, and the only thing we don't have down yet is whose house we're running at and when. We know the dates of racing, but we don't know where we're going to be at yet. So 10 race series, 5 racetracks. You're going to be at each racetrack twice, and we'll go over all of that in that video as well, so be on the lookout for that as well. We're going to be doing some neat stuff with that point series. You'll see every race here on the channel. Hopefully we'll be doing some neat little interview stuff, kind of like Indy Slot Car League does. We'll be doing some interviews and all that kind of stuff. We'll also be doing some recaps at the end of the races. I want to do a little recap and give you guys the points and all that stuff after each race and all that good garbage. So we're going to be doing some cool stuff with that this fall. We also want to go over to the west side and run their point series as well. So hopefully we'll be able to do both of that. So be on the lookout for that as well. And just remember, keep the wheels on the downside, the pin in the slot. Don't forget to visit slotcarcrazy.com. A lot of great vendors, a lot of great information, a lot of great other websites, groups on Facebook, other YouTube channels. Go check that out. Very cool information hub for you guys. Jim's doing a great job with that website. And just go visit that and have a great time and fuel your slot car passion there. And then also don't forget to go to Spreadshirt.com. Go to shop.spreadshirt.com/slot-car-crazy for all of your slot car apparel. I'll be doing some more designs. There's 2 different designs up right now on the website for shirts, hats, and sweatshirts for both kids, men, and women. So go check that out, and all the profits from that. Excuse me. All the commission we make from that comes back to me, and we can use that money here at the channel. So the more shirts we sell, the more money we make, the more I get to do on the channel. So go check that out as well, and have a great week. Keep racing slot cars. I'm out. We'll catch you in 2 weeks with the 3x5 build, and just have a great time and continue racing, and I'm out. Bye.